extra time.
Hello and welcome to the coverage of ICC Cricket World Cup 2019 from England. We have with us none other than one of the eminent sports journalists, Debasis Sen. Debasis, welcome to Extra Time show of World Cup from England, and here we are in Southampton in front of AGS Bowl. So the World Cup has started in a truest sense, means with England crushing South Africa by 104 runs. So what do you make out of yesterday's match?
Thank you very much. Well, I can say that host nation has started playing really well, and they are trying to dictate the terms, and they are saying the whole world that we are ready to become the champion. Well, only God knows that whether they will be able to achieve the target for the first time or not. But the thing is, England has started on a grand note.
And Debasis, coming back to India, obviously India are also among the favourites along with Australia and England. So what do you make out of this Indian team that is going to kickstart their campaign against South Africa at this very ground on June 5th?
Well, they haven't started yet. They have got few questions because their openers are not clicking together. Number one. The number 4, number 5, there is a vacant place. We all know that it will be tried either by Rahul or by Vijay Shankar or even Dinesh Karthik, because we have been watching that Karthik always at the nets. So there has to be some planning, and then the Kuldeep Jadhav and Chahal has also not clicked together. So there are few problems. But in spite of that, I feel India will definitely try to regroup their problems, try to assert themselves, and they will try to do well from the first match against South Africa.
Debasis, obviously, do you think that the coming back to form of Rahul, he scored a brilliant 100 against Bangladesh in Cardiff, and then Kedar Jadhav getting fit? Obviously, he did bat at nets for a long time yesterday. So, does it augur well for the Indian team? Because there has been too many concerns for the team surrounding the injuries, form being a concern for few of the batsmen. Now that Rahul has been amongst runs, and with Kedar Jadhav getting fit, does it augur well for the Indian team ahead of the tournament?
For the time being, but don't forget that at least among the 6 batters, 3 will have to perform, otherwise, and we have to score 300 plus runs, because the small grounds and the spinners will operate, and I am sure the 300 plus score is achievable by any team, because this is a tournament for the power hitters. We have got power hitters like Rohit Sharma, Shikhar Dhawan, Virat Kohli himself, then Kedar Jadhav, then Rahul,
Hardik
Pandya, and don't rule out Mahendra Singh Dhoni as well. By scoring 100, he has sent a signal to all wicket keepers. Hey, maybe this is my last World Cup, maybe, but I shall be there in full form.
Let me tell our viewers one thing, is that we have someone, Debasis, who this is his 9th World Cup. Just imagine, he has been covering Cricket World Cup for last 8 episodes, and this will be his 9th World Cup, and that is amazing, Debasis. Means no words to praise you. And that, can you just take us through this very ground? Means you have been coming here to Southampton for so many years now. So can you take us to one incident that you remember?
Well, I'm glad to know that, and God bless that he has given us strength, Almighty, and allowing me to go ahead. So I'm really happy. But this is a new ground, absolutely new ground, and I did not cover any World Cup in this particular ground except one, a Champions Trophy match, and where Shoaib Akhtar bowled 2 bouncers to Brian Lara. It was a chilly day like today, and it was drizzling, and Shoaib was in full form, and from the pavilion end he just took a solid run up, and he bowled a bouncer, and Lara could not move his head, and I think, if I can remember it correctly, I saw that the ball struck on his helmet, the helmet fell down, he fell down, and he was suffering with pain, and then he was taken outside the ground. He came back after 20 overs, but we did not see the same Brian Lara whom we know, because Shoaib Akhtar shattered his confidence. So many matches. England is famous for many incidents in the cricket field, so this is also one of the new ground, but I'm sure the current World Cup and the current match, the upcoming match between India and South Africa will also have a lot of incidents, memorable incidents to cherish forever.
Talking about India's first match against South Africa. Means obviously they have lost to England. Means obviously it and by a huge margin rather. So do you think that that will have a demoralizing effect on the Proteas?
Protea is such team, they don't get bogged down, although they have been labelled as the chokers. But I have been to South Africa at least 10 times, and I have found from the school level or the gully cricket or the para cricket or the mohalla cricket, there is a tremendous amount of competition. So they have grown up with this competitiveness. I'm sure they will come back, and I'm worried because since they have lost against England in the first match, they will come back with vengeance against India. Don't be surprised.
Coming back to the composition of the Indian team, who would you like to see in the playing 11? Obviously, there is no doubt about who's going to open for India, with Rohit Sharma second down, walking out in the middle to open the batting for India, with Virat himself coming in at number 3. Number 4, KL Rahul or Vijay Shankar?
At least 6 days to go. So I think there are 3 candidates for 2 positions. Number 1 is KL Rahul, number 2 is Vijay Shankar, and number 3 is Kedar Jadhav. Among the 3, 2 will play.
Okay, and the all-rounder slot will go to Hardik Pandya. And would you go in with two spinners, 2 seamers, or would you rather prefer to go in with three seamers with Hardik Pandya coming in to good effect as the all-rounder?
I don't think so, because Hardik Pandya will be there, so they will have 2 more medium pacers. Look, whatever I say, whatever you say, whatever the world say, it's not a great job. But we are just discussing. And if you accept this, I think Mohammad Shami will struggle to come into the first 11. Okay. I think Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, because I saw him yesterday that Ravi Shastri was watching him bowling in an empty net. Because they say that, if you bowl overs after overs, you might get back your rhythm. But don't forget that, Shami and Bhuvaneshwar Kumar are not amongst the wickets, so they are trying to insist them that we have to grab wickets initially in the first part of the innings, and there will be Chehal, there will be Kuldeep Jadhav, so 4 bowlers, and 5 is Hardik Pandya. And if Kedar Jadhav plays, hopefully yes, if he plays, then he will be able to do this peculiar actions of spin bowling. So these will be the 6 bowlers in Virat's armory, and Dhoni will be there. Don't forget him. Don't keep him out. So this is the 11 at the moment. Although the match will start after 5 more days.
So there you see Mark Debasis does words that he reckoned that Mohammad Shami will find it difficult to make it into the playing 11 for the match against South Africa, the opening match for India. So we will be bringing out a discussion like this all throughout the World Cup from here in England over the next 46 days. So keep watching Extra Time.
Hit the subscribe option and the bell icon to get all the exclusive sports videos on Extra Time.